Hey everybody, I'm doing this video today to show you a few different types of igniters that are used for firing a fireworks display. Now, I know a lot of you guys are all getting into the hobby and you have been hand lighting your shows and using the long fuse to fuse together boards, racks, um, homemade racks, you name it, Roman candle racks. These are a form of igniter that are legal, except for this guy right here. If you do not have your ATF Type 54 license, you cannot use these legally without the license. So I'm going to put this aside because I primarily I'm going to be selling these. I got a very good price, and it's definitely worth getting a hold of me. You can reach me at my email address. Um, I will post it. These are consumer igniters, and or people call them talons. There's multiple names, but anyway, um, I've got quite a few for sale, and I've also got some firing systems that are very cheap. You will not find another 12Q system like this for as cheap as I'm going to ship it to you for. Inside the United States, outside the United States will be a little different. However, I'll try and do my best if you want one and you're out of the United States. I also have other versions of these systems available. But for right now, I'm going to talk about these igniter clips. These igniter clips come from anywhere. The most popular is 1 meter, which is approximately 3 feet, 2 meter, which is 6, 3 meter, which is 9, and 5 meter, which has also been a good seller. And 5 meter would be basically 15 feet, about. So, and then there's a couple of different generations. These first generation, you actually use your clip in a sideways manner, and then you actually ignite it from an angle. Whereas the second generation that I also have available is a straight on, and it's a nichrome wire. There's a little tiny spring type wire in there that upon ignition gets red hot like a toaster oven coil, and that's what it is. It's a little coil inside there. Sorry about the shakiness. I don't have a tripod, which sucks. But anyway, this is what I have available for sale, and I have 3 meter, 5 meter, 1 meter, no 2 meter at the time, but they're all available. And if you do have your Type 54 or you have a question about these, I can also possibly show you a good spot to get them for cheap, but I cannot sell them to you. But yeah, so just get a hold of me if you have any questions. I'm going to do a little review on the usage of them, and also I'm going to do a review on my systems. I do not have them for sale on a website, strictly because I'm doing this for myself as a kind of a little test to see how many people I could get interest from. They're very durable. They actually take 4 AA batteries, and they're not included. And then these remotes that they come with are programmable, so you can run them in a sequence, or you can run them in a all-fire mode. You can also set them up so that they work in cooperation with each other in other systems. For instance, I can have my Q1 and my Q5, and also my Q8 and 9 set on Q1 for the remote. I can set them up so that all of them work together. So 1, 5, 9 would work as one Q, 2, 6, and 10 would work as another Q, 3, 7 and 11 would work, and then 4 8, and 12 would work together. It's all up to the user. They have a great range. I've not run into any problems with them not firing. And another great thing is there's no battery pack that you have to charge these with. You can just simply put new batteries in them. I've found about every 6 months. It's a good idea, but people have told me that they can go up to a year without noticing any differences. They do come with a case. The cases are included. Very durable, and it's a nice design. There's a little spot here where you can put your scab wire or your igniters if you're going to be bringing a couple to do a small show. But the cases are very durable, and they're also stackable, so you can stack them, and they're not going to go anywhere. For somebody like me, these are great. I like to be able to have several different stations, or fronts if you will, in my shows, and they really do the job great. And being able to set the remotes up to firing sequence on certain modules, and fire the all fire in other for other modules, it works awesome. I can just sit there with one remote with 12 buttons, and I can have several stations go off just as planned. So anyway, get in touch with me if you're looking for some cheap igniters and you're looking for a cheap system. And I'm going to tell you, you can search anywhere online. You will not find a cheaper price than what I'm going to offer people. Pretty much, it's just one of these things where I came across someone who is very, very generous with the prices that they're giving me, and I wanted to pass it on to a few up-and-coming pyros, hobbyists, or someone who's been in the business for a while. It could go either way. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'm gonna try and get a review of these, or a little how-to / review together to show you guys what they're capable of. These things, I believe, will light a visco up to 3 millimeters in thickness. I know that the canister shells that are out there, some of them are pretty thick visco, and they do a real good job of lighting them. And as you can see, these ones are the side light, so you have to slide them over the initial tip of the fuse. So a lot of concern has been brought up about, well, is the visco going to light from the side, because the fire likes to come from the tip. A lot of times the black powder is on the inside. Actually, all the time it is, if you're using a standard visco or Cannon fuse, whichever you want to call it. Some of the shells out there, some of the cakes out there have a primer on them. So the primer can be used if you want to slide the clip onto the primer portion of the fuse itself. You can, but like I said, there has not been any problems with me using them like this. Although I have run into some issues where the little coil on the insides of these is maybe detached from the unit, but the price that you're going to be getting them for, this will not be a concern. Alright, anyway, signing off.